Welcome back. You're watching Newsroom. Now, the Young African Leaders Initiative invites young African leaders between the ages of 25 and 35 for the annual Mandela Washington Fellowship. The aim of the program is to enhance young Africans' leadership skills, promote entrepreneurship. The fellowship also includes competitions for full-on grant funding and internships, both in the US and here on the African continent. Successful candidates will spend up to 6 weeks, extensive executive leadership programming, which will be followed by a presidential summit in Washington, D.C. Now, we are joined in studio from the U.S. Embassy this morning, the Cultural Affairs Officer, Stephan Stark, and we're also joined by Larumbe Makuya, who is an alumni of the Young African Leaders Initiative. Very good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Steve, you're just, well, you're fresh off the boat, really.
Fresh, about 10 days.
Yeah, in South Africa. You must be right into the first initiative that is. Tell us a little bit about the fellowship.
Absolutely. Well, this is actually, as you said, the third year that we are going to be doing this fellowship here. What's exciting for the fellowship continent-wide is they've moved from not just 500 fellows, as we had done the first 2 years, but it was so successful that we've moved to 1,000 fellows across the continent. And so we're really moving up. It's been a very successful program. Here in South Africa, last year we had 38 participants in this program, and we're aiming to almost double it this year to having 60 participate in the fellowship. And there's going to be 3 tracks that we're looking for. We're going to be looking for folks who are working in civil societies, for folks who are working in public administration, and then, of course, people who are working in business and entrepreneurship, one of those 3 tracks.
Now, Larumbe, you are an alumni of the initiative. Tell us about your experience.
I was in the civic society track. I went to New York for 6 weeks, and in that 6 weeks we were meshed up with organizations that do the same things that we do. So we got to exchange knowledge and activities that we do with the people in Staten Island. It was really amazing because it gave us so much. It opened up our eyes on how to sustain organizations within our own country, and it was a great learning opportunity.
No, sure, it must have been absolutely life-changing in a way. But Steve, you say now you've increased the numbers and the outlook is looking very good for this. But tell us about the selection process. How do you get someone like Larumbe to be part of it, or on board, as it were?
Well, one thing we really tried to do was we asked Larumbe to reach out to her network of folks. But what we're looking to do is to extend our reach. There's been a lot of participants who've come from Gauteng and from Cape Town, and we're looking to broaden our reach. We're going to be doing outreach events in Polokwane, in East London, in Kimberley, throughout the country. But they're also going to be looking to reaching out to the professional associations and to the universities. We're trying to cast our net widely to make sure as many young leaders know about this program and the benefits that can come from it afterwards.
It's a wonderful initiative. Now, it's one thing to get the information. It's another thing to apply it and to make it work, not just for your country, but to localize it and bring it home to your community. How do you apply what you've learned at the summit in your day-to-day life?
Okay, I run an organization called Naledi Foundation, and before I went there, we were not sure on how to measure our impact and how to actually get more people impacted in a short space of time. So with everything that I have learned, I was able to come back and share the knowledge that I've known, and also get other people to apply on the YALI network. So we have a whole lot of our students which also have opportunity to the YALI network, whereby they are taught certain courses, they can do certain courses online. So that's how we apply it.
That's fantastic. There's the website. If you're sitting at home or in your office looking at this, it's the Young African Leaders Initiative. Steve was just talking about how you can apply, where the process is. Just tell us how people can apply and how they can use the website to get on site.
Sure. All of our applications have to be submitted online. So folks who are interested should go to youngafricanleaders.state.gov. And that will provide you all of the information that you need for it. However, if you have more questions, that page is for the entire continent. If you have questions and you're a South African, you want more details, then send us an email. You can send an email to youngafricanleaderssa@state.gov. And then another thing that I would encourage folks to do, if they're not already following the embassy on Facebook, take a look at our Facebook page. What we're going to do with some of our fellows from prior years is they're going to do short videos, and they're going to talk about how they went through the interview process, how they worked to answer questions as best possible.
That's what I want to touch on before we wrap up. Tell us about these success stories. Tell us about people that have excelled and really changed not just their world, but at home as well.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons that we wanted Larumbe to come here today. She definitely was coming from the civil society track, but we've also had folks who come from any number of other tracks who've been able to use the skills that they had found in the United States, or even better, to build the network here in Africa. They're building tighter networks here with their in the neighboring countries to build up their organizations.
How does it change your, not just your lot, but how does it change your view of the world being involved in this?
I realized that the view is so much bigger because during the internship I got an opportunity to go to Japan. Through the travel grant, I got an opportunity to intern with a certain organization which also works with volunteers within South Africa. So it has opened up so many doors. There
you see the Facebook page is on screen right now. The Mandela Washington Fellowship. Now it's been increased, and anyone between 25 and 35 can apply, which unfortunately for me, Steve, means that I can't apply for the fellowship. But just in conclusion, overall view, these types of grants and internships, you really got to keep a firm hand on it to make sure that the right people benefit.
Absolutely. We are looking to reach every segment of South African society. But one thing I would make clear is in the past we have worked with the South African government when we were selecting those who were to participate in this program. And it's important to make sure that our goals here are meshed tightly with what those are, what the South African government feels are necessary moving forward. So we are going to be looking to make sure that our people are committed to coming back here to Africa. They've got a proven record of leadership, and they're committed to coming back and making sure that South Africa is a better country.
Well, fantastic. It's a fantastic initiative, and it's really the kind of thing that that really builds the leadership, the skill set that at times can be overlooked when you live your very important life as we do. I thank you, Larumbe, for joining us, who's an alumni of the Young African Leaders Initiative, and then Steve Stark. He is the Cultural Affairs Officer of the U.S. Embassy here in South Africa. Welcome to South Africa.
Thank you very much.
I know it's only your second week here. It's a wonderful country. You'll really enjoy your time with us.
Fantastic welcome so far. Thank you.
Brilliant. Fantastic. That is